What's going on, people? It's ChoppzTV and I've returned back on YouTube with another video. For those that have been missing me and stuff like that, follow me on TikTok. Same thing, ChoppzTV. I'm more active on there than I am on here. Secondly, pause the video, stop what you're doing, and you know what the rest. Like, share, subscribe. But anyway, in this video I'm gonna chat about Antony and my defense for Antony, talk about recap the United Arsenal game in the weekend, and look ahead to tomorrow's game against Nottingham Forest in the Carabao Cup semi-final. But you know what, let's start with the Arsenal game. Then I'll talk about Antony after that. So the Arsenal game, there's been a lot of outrage, there's been a lot of people upset, and rightly so. I was upset because at the end of the day, we conceded in the last minute of the game. We've done exactly the same thing against Crystal Palace a few days before as well. We need to start seeing out games better. But we're creating our own problems. For the first Arsenal goal, what happened? It was a corner. But before that corner got taken, how did that corner take place? So before, in the build-up to that, we're trying to faff around at the back, passing the ball out from the back. Lissandro passes to De Gea. From a goal kick, you know. Lissandro passes to De Gea. De Gea, all he has to do is clear it because Wan-Bissaka is clearly being marked by Marseille. It was a stupid thing to do. Wan-Bissaka is not great on the ball, guys. Everybody knows this. So why is De Gea giving him the ball? Just clear it up the pitch. We've got a 6'6" striker up there that can hold the ball up. So why not go long? Because as a football thing, we can't compete with Arsenal. They're clear. Obviously, this is 6 months into Ten Hag's project, yeah? Arsenal 3 years into theirs under Arteta, and they've made a brilliant progress. Hence why they're going to win the league this season. Fact. If they slip up from here, then I'm sorry, they bottled it, but they won't. As much as I want them to, they won't. I tell you that now. Back to the game, like, it was a brilliant goal from Arsenal from the corner anyway. The way they worked it, the way they built it up, but it could have been avoided. Wan-Bissaka at the back post, letting Nketiah run off him. He looks at him before, and then he lets him run. Like, people talk about his defending. 1v1, he's very good, yes. When it comes to actual defending and having to use your brain, he has not got it. Because how many times does Wan-Bissaka get caught at the back post? It happens all the time. The guy always sleeps at the back post. It's disgusting. David De Gea, there was one point in that second half where Arsenal were peppering us, and then there was a chance where all he has to do was catch it, and he's punching it. All he has to do is catch it, and he's punching it. He's under no pressure whatsoever, and just simple things like him catching that relieves pressure off us, takes a sting out of the game for a bit, then we can just go from there. But him doing that is putting more pressure on us, so I wasn't happy about that. In terms of starting lineup for the game as well, we all know Zinchenko plays left back. And this ain't me trying to come send for the manager, by the way. I'm not doing that. We all know Zinchenko at left back likes to come in field. I said before the game, I would have dropped Antony and played Bruno Fernandes. Just based off the fact that Zinchenko would come inside, is an extra man in midfield. Bruno's naturally going to come inside anyway, so we can just chuck Zinchenko. But what happened? We got overrun in the midfield. Eriksen had no business starting either, to be honest with you, because the last few games he's been really poor. Like, to allow Saka to come inside for that goal was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And he kept giving the ball away in the second half as well. Fred should have came on sooner. In fact, Fred should have started in his place if it wasn't going to be for Antony. It could have easily been for Eriksen. But what did I take away from that game? We played against a team at the Emirates where they're very good at. Only lost once all season. And probably dropped points on another separate 2 occasions, both being draws against Newcastle and Southampton. Every other game this season they've won. They're a steam train right now. And the way, like, there's a myth that's going around saying that we went toe-to-toe with them. The first half, I'd say that we did, yeah. But the second half, I'm sorry. If there's any United fans watching that disagree, let me know. But I'm sorry. That second half, we got battered. And it hurts because it was a last-minute goal. But really and truly, it can't be argued because they deserve to win that football match. Make no mistake about it. They deserve to win. Which brings me on to my next point now. Antony. We need to have a conversation about this guy. Because after that game yesterday, on Sunday, he came out of that game with a lot of criticism. Based off the price tag, yeah, justified. But when there's about 4 other men I could probably name that have played worse than him on Sunday, but he's the scapegoat. I'm sorry, but no. His performance weren't... If we talk about Crystal Palace, then I'd say, yeah, hold my hands up. Yeah, his performance against Crystal Palace was bad. But if we're talking against Arsenal, he wasn't as bad as people were making out. People only highlighting the fact that he done a little sprint and Partey caught up to him from like when he was quite a little bit behind him. That's why people are saying, oh yeah, he had a dead game. Let's be honest, because if you actually watch the game, Antony he wasn't great, but he wasn't bad the way people are making out. Luke Shaw was worse. Aaron Wan-Bissaka was worse. Scott McTominay was worse. Ericsson was worse. And to be honest with you, bar the goal and the chance that Ramsdale saved, Rashford didn't do a lot either. But because he scored, he gets away with it. And that's not me coming for Rashford, because Rashford this season has been absolutely brilliant. I'm not coming for Rashford, but I'm just saying, like, if you're going to come for players, at least keep the energy the same, because there was more players on that pitch that were more poorer than Antony, and I'm sorry, but it's the truth. The amount of times where I'm seeing this guy in tight spaces and he doesn't lose the ball, he might pass it back, he may pass it side, so I don't care. I'd rather a man look after the football than have a man try beat his man every single time and lose it every single time. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not right. Just cool on Antony in it, because at the end of the day, bar Marcus Rashford, these kids are the next top scorer at our club, mate. So you need to be looking at everyone else as well, guys. I'll be real. You need to be looking at everyone else. That's all I'll say on Antony. Stick by the guy, man. We can't be turned on him so quick, because, as I said, the guy's only been through the door 5 minutes. I know Arsenal fans that will watch this, because I know who they are. They'll be like, oh yeah, but you didn't give Pepe time. I don't support Arsenal, bro. So I don't really care about Pepe. If I want to slander Pepe, I'll slander Pepe. Pepe's not my player. Antony's my player, so I'm going to back him. Do you get what I mean? Do you get what I'm saying? So, onto the Nottingham Forest game for tomorrow, and what changes I'd make. I'd keep Antony in the starting lineup. If Martial's fit, I'd start him, because as good hold-up play Weghorst had, I don't really want to see him starting over Martial. And obviously Rashford's going to start tomorrow anyway, so that'll be my front three. In the midfield, I'll drop Ericsson and bring Fred in. And obviously Casemiro will be back in anyway, so it'll be Casemiro, Fred and Bruno. I'll take that. I say give Malacia a chance, give Shaw a little break. Lisandro Varane speaks for itself. And obviously Wan-Bissaka's got to play because Dallow's injured. And if I'm being honest, I'll drop the hair. I would drop the hair. I'd play probably Tom Heaton. Excuse me. I'd play Tom Heaton. We're a better side than them. We're going to beat them. But it's not the point. I did say at the start of the season, guys, Carabao Cup win, Europa League win. I said this. I did say this. I've been saying it all season. And it's looking likely. It's looking like it could happen, guys. But if you want me to give a score prediction for the game, I'm going to go 2-1 United. I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet, but I do feel like we'll win the game. What I'll do as well, after the game tomorrow, I'll do a little match reaction as well, because I'm looking to be more consistent on this. But thank you for tuning in, guys. As I said, so if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. If you haven't liked it, like it. If you don't follow me on TikTok, ChoppzTV on all platforms. But yeah, I'm Chops and I'm out.